everyone, good morning. It's 8 o'clock on the start of your Tuesday morning. Glad you're with us to start the day. Okay, let me start. Let me say this. I hate when the market is down.
I don't know anything about this. I'm just a girl.
And here's why I hate it, because I just checked my 401k and I cannot retire.
You can.
No.
I just found out that the stock market affects your 401k. Did you know in the
Girly.
year, I think 2008, I won the stock market game in the state of New Jersey, the statewide competition, because I bought Baidu, Chinese Google,
Oh, smart.
and I won a little bull.
Wow.
But since then, my knowledge of the stock market has changed.
Melly says, oh, stop, life goes on.
The Dow goes up, the Dow goes down.
I needed to stay up. Like, we need to get it some medicine or something so that...
That's sick. Get up, Dow, get up.
Exactly.
Like that girl from TikTok I showed you, get up.
Get up. I'm not even looking at my 401k or my stocks. I know I'm struggling here because...
You guys, if you just don't ever look like me, you'll never have to worry about it.
Listen, but when... I mean, I'm almost 40, so I'm thinking about retirement at 55.
55. Look at you.
I know. It's because that's what Dad says.
Retire at 55?
Yeah.
Shoot.
By Dad, I mean my husband.
Oh. Well, Russ knows best.
Exactly. So I'm just like struggling here. Everything is expensive. We could be heading to a recession. The Dow dropped almost 900 points yesterday. Yeah. How are we feeling this morning?
Can this be Russ's problem? Let's let Russ worry about this for both of us. Like, I don't think we need to be thinking about this. I just, I don't know. That's a lot of red.
Elizabeth says our generation will have to die at our desks. We are screwed.
Elizabeth, no.
I just am a little bit nervous. I mean, I'm sure experts would say, look, this is nothing to be worried about. Now's the time to buy stocks. But I just want to protect my future. You know what I mean?
Buy them low, sell them high.
Exactly. So I don't know. That's just my thought. But holy cow, when you're talking about, you know, what's going on in the world with the possibility of tariffs and Canada taxing energy and how New Yorkers depend on Canadian energy, you know, there's a lot to this. I mean, it's just everything is up and down. Yes, Lori, my financial guy says don't look. It fluctuates so much. I know.
It's always going up.
But
and
it's
down.
like, look, it's like this. They say don't read the comments, and what's the first thing we do?
Read the comments.
Thank you.
Initially.
Crystal, feeling stressed. My bed is my favorite place. THC is my friend. Take a gummy and pass out. I get it.
It sounds like we have to catch some people up. A couple people maybe here for the first time in a little bit. They haven't noticed our new setup.
Welcome back.
So here we are. Ed's got the guns out. He's Fabio up here. Look at him.
Flexing on him.
He goes to the gym. Yeah, this is what we do now. Shonda, you says, when did I miss you moving from the bid desk? This is a new backdrop from here on out. Yeah, we're up here. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we get downstairs. It's very chill vibe.
We're trying to go low key here. We're trying to like bring the vibes. Oh my gosh, wasn't that video I sent you? So I didn't mean to like hit you like that. Man knows not his own strength. The video I sent you was so funny, I thought at least, of the of Elton John.
No, I cried because that's you and me. That's you and me every morning. So it's a video of Elton John and Chappell Roan, and Chappell Roan's like dancing around singing Pink Pony Club, and it was like your millennial friend hanging out with a Gen Z.
It was so funny.
I died because it was Elton John in his like pink little hat, just snapping, keeping
barely
up.
moving.
And like Chappell Roan's running all around.
So funny.
I have to pull up Peter's compliment to me. He said, saw the segment from the bakery from Taylor Anthony this morning.
Yeah.
And I said I gave up sweets for Lent.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you don't need sweets. You're sweet enough as it is. Peter. Thanks,
Aw.
friend. I'm trying my hardest, but there's nothing I love more than a sweet treat at the end of the night.
Okay, what is your favorite sweet?
Cookies.
Like what kind
Or
of
ice
cookies?
cream.
What kind of ice cream?
Chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, so then I can have both of my loves at once. Chocolate chip cookies, keep it pretty basic.
Okay.
You?
I like that. I'm a cookies guy. I have the biggest sweet tooth. I love lemon meringue pie.
Sweet stuff.
I love cookies. I love Oreos. I love chocolate chip cookies.
You know what I hate? You're at the restaurant, you just ate, you had a wonderful meal, and they're like, oh, would you like to see the dessert menu? And they're like, someone you're with is like, no. I'm like, we at least look. We have to see the dessert menu. What do you mean?
You always have to look.
I literally sometimes I've been out with friends and they're like, no, I never get dessert out at dinner. What do you
Ooh.
mean? You always at least. I love a creme brulee.
Russ doesn't like getting dessert. I love dessert.
Oh my god, at a restaurant too, it's so perfect.
That's how we grew up. Dessert was everything, and I think that's why that's how we say I love you in my family is we get dessert.
Something sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. We talked about water ice. What do you call water ice? Italian ice?
Yeah, that's what they are,
Okay.
right?
We call it water ice. In the summer, we go to Rita's or
Yeah.
Lindy Hops. You get a water ice with custard in it.
Yes, Jessica, thank you very much. I appreciate you sending that. Thank you. I'm actually going to go tell our desk. I was trying to find a text message to tell our desk about that. Appreciate you. Shonda says chocolate chip cookies in the box at the Sabres game last night.
Ooh, and they won last night. Thank God.
Like Wegmans cookies.
Wegmans cookies are really good.
Oh,
My
man.
cookies personally, they do numbers. Like if I show up at an event or where my friends are and I don't bring the cookies, like people start to get mad.
Oof, you made really good cookies the other day. My time to make the donuts comment, Jeanette says, I died laughing. We say that every day at home. I loved how you called Taylor out last minute. I caught it.
Oh, because I had no idea. I'd never heard that.
So funny.
My dad says shout out to Lindy Hops. That's our ice cream place right
Love
near our
that.
house. The guy who owns it just died. Rest in peace. Incredible spot. Why are you laughing, Jonathan?
May his memory be a blessing.
Smells just wonderful in there. I love a milkshake. Oh my gosh, this is making it hard for me.
Sorry, Taylor. That's why,
This is why we do it.
yeah.
Marguerite says, I never heard it called water ice. I'll learn something new every day. It's a Jersey, Philly thing.
Lori says Wegmans cookies are the best. I know. Sometimes Pepsi. Joyce, okay.
Do you do like a root beer float?
I'm not like a float kind of guy.
Me
I
neither.
like ice cream. I like soda. You know.
Keep it simple.
Ooh, chocolate lava cake is also one of my favorite things in the entire world.
I like when they do the cookies in the skillet.
Ooh, yes. We adore you, Taylor. You're such a baby, but I know we love her.
Thank you, Crystal.
It's true though. Like if you are of a certain age, you remember that big Dunkin' Donuts guy. Like he was kind of a little bit on the heavier side, and he wore an apron. And he goes, "Time to make the donuts." And
That sounds horrible.
I wonder if I can find it on YouTube. Let's see if we could do that. John, maybe I'll send you a link. See if I can find it. Can we play that? Do you think YouTube?
Is he like the Michelin man, or is he like a
Trying
normal?
to-
He's like a
No.
human being man.
It's like a normal. Oh, here it is.
Dunkin'
Okay.
Donuts presents Time to Make the Donuts. Ad early 80s, 1984. Yeesh. That's the year my sister was born.
Time to make the donuts. Hold on. Okay. Oh, John's gonna play it for us.
Peter says, I remember that Dunkin' guy that Fabio mentioned. He reminded me of Dave Thomas of Wendy's.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say that.
It's worth the trip. Remember how good Dunkin' Donuts were?
No.
Oh man, they used to be so good.
They changed to you?
110%
Oh.
have they changed. Yeah, it is an old commercial, Kim, right? Mark says, and at that same time, there was not a Dunkin' Donuts in Buffalo.
Really?
Yeah,
Just Tim Hortons.
interesting. But see, okay, so maybe it's like a downstate thing, because we didn't have Tim Hortons.
Oh, yeah, no. I didn't know what that was until I moved here.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts was it.
We have Dunkin' and we have Wawa. Shout out.
Love it. Crystal, I miss old commercials. Russ, my first job was at Dunkin' Donuts. You're right.
Really?
Yes.
Ed at the Dunkin' Donuts. That's what you were. Time to make the donuts.
I was that guy. But okay, so let me tell you something. That was my least favorite job in the entire world. What
Working
I
at the
thought,
Dunkin'.
yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be such a great job. Like you just get to interact with people all day. You get to like cash people out, make coffee, get their donuts, make sandwiches. I'm like super cool until they were like, can you go clean the bathroom?
That's
And
tough.
I was like, at a Dunkin' Donuts, you want me to clean the bathroom?
Wait.
I was like, I don't even clean the bathroom in my own house.
I'm also so wait. They don't make the donuts anymore.
Well,
What
I don't
happened?
think not at Dunkin' Donuts. At least when I was there, it was kind of like, yeah,
Not in '84.
we had them. So there it was like owned by it was a franchise. So the Dunkin' Donuts that I worked at, they had them shipped into that building in particular. They might have made them someplace else.
The actual donuts, and then
Yeah.
you guys frosted them.
No, they just came that way. They were done.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
But we did make sandwiches for people. But what was so crazy is that like the muffins were frozen, the bagels were frozen, the
sense.
meat is frozen. But you have to like thaw the meat before you, and like you'd have to portion it. So you would have to let it thaw. So you'd put it in water so that it thawed out. And then you'd separate each piece and put it in a portion container. And then, you know, finally one thing
Mm-mm.
led to another and you had your sandwich. But gosh,
the
it
toilets
was
really.
that was the
got you
one
down.
thing. Yeah. And then they were like, oh, can you also empty the grease trap? That is disgusting. The grease trap, it is
I've
horrifying.
never done these things.
Okay, the
That's
grease
thing,
trap.
They keep it outside, right?
No, the grease trap was
Oh.
in the kitchen. And they wanted us to like basically empty the grease trap and bring the grease to the kitchen. Like, first of all, like I'm a little gay boy, a little gay Jewish boy from Long Island. Like, I don't do these things. That's number one. Number two, like, I was such a little prissy, you know, nose stuck up little boy. And I had no idea like what life was. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I am
That's
too
not my
good for
job.
this.
No. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just absolutely the worst job. I mean, I made $4.25 an hour, so I was like, wow, this is
Wow.
great. I tried to fight for that extra
Oh
quarter.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
So would you say like some people work at restaurants or fast food places and they can't go there anymore? Did it ruin your Dunkin' Donuts experience working there, or would you still?
No, I mean, you just know what goes on.
Yeah,
You know,
inside baseball.
Yeah, it is what it is. Exactly, Crystal. I was. Peter, having Ed clean grease trap is way below his standards.
You really worked your way up.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna retire by 55. It's gonna be
Seriously.
fine.
Oh, let me tell you, if I didn't get a job in TV, here's another one for you, Peter. Like, here's the Ed secrets. If I didn't get a job in TV, I was going to be a go-go dancer.
Are you
Put
for
me
real?
on- yeah, put me on a table in the middle of a gay bar in New York City. I was like, let's go.
That would have been fun.
Yeah, I mean, they make a lot of money. They don't get health care, but.
Well, center stage either way.
Anita says working at Paula's did not ruin me going there.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Exactly.
I love that. Oh, my mom's here.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Gina.
Oh gosh. Should we talk about wine?
Let's talk about it.
First of all, what's your fave?
Okay, so I like red wine. I'm a red
Mhm.
wine drinker. I like a good Cabernet that's barreled in oak,
Oh.
or a good like buttery white wine. I can go on and on about wine. There's this. I like a hearty, like really bitter, dry red wine.
We couldn't be more opposite. I love, well, I don't need it to be sweet, but I love a white wine. I
Mhm.
just like, it makes me think of summer. I love sparkling, big into Prosecco.
Okay.
I probably have that over anything. I think red, if I'm eating a steak or if I'm
Yeah,
having pasta,
pizza.
really good. But I'm a big Chardonnay, Riesling, Pinot Grigio kind of deal.
You know who has really good wine? Is the winery of Ellicottville. I'm a little biased here
Mhm.
because Russ's cousin owns the winery, but they have this one wine.
Oh,
It's
I
called
did my wine tasting there when my friends were in
Yes,
town. Yeah.
so good. They have this one wine called shoot. It's in a blue bottle, Snow Fox,
Oh,
and it's a Niagara grape, and it is delicious.
do you like ice wine?
A
It's
little.
a little sweet.
Okay, but this one in particular is like on a hot day when this is cold. It is like
Mm.
drinking water. It is so good.
My mom says that's my girl white wine, but mommy,
Yes.
you don't even finish the glass. Like, she'll pour herself a glass. She has a sip, and then it'll stay there for sure. A Gust of Sun, is that a good? That's
so
a good brand.
Mhm.
Okay,
They're
so
local.
there's a lot of good local brands, a lot of different kinds of wine, and right now, obviously, you go to the liquor store to buy them, or you go
Right.
directly to the winery. But there is a bill that's being proposed to bring wine to grocery stores.
Mhm.
So if you're going to Tops, you're going to Wegmans, you pick up everything you need. You go buy the alcohol section. Right now, it's just beer. You could get wine if this passes. Some people are like, this is an awesome idea. This would be great. We're only one of 11 states that doesn't do this. But there are others who are concerned about what this might do for local businesses, like the liquor stores, the wineries, who make it their business to sell these things.
Right, because we're talking like small businesses, right? Like we appreciate small businesses. We want them to thrive. But when you are talking about now like the big box retailers. We're talking Wegmans, we're talking Tops, we're talking Walmart, having the potential to have wine in the store. It's like, okay, one less stop for you to make, but you're going to these stores and you're supporting those small businesses. So I see both sides here.
Yeah. Do you think it would make that big of a dent? I think that's the question here is if you can sell it in grocery stores now, and I'm sure it's not going to be like the top shelf wine. Do you think it would make a dent in the profits for these mom and pop local, liquor stores and things
Yeah.
like that? And that obviously you wouldn't want to see that. But as a shopper, I do think the convenience would be nice.
I wonder like what they would actually carry. Right now there's a pretty extensive beer aisle, right, in some of these grocery stores. You get a lot of good stuff. And as Anita says, it is so convenient to have wine at the grocery store, but in Pittsburgh you have to pay for it separately. So that's kind of what I'm wondering. Like, is there actually going to be a convenience? I think it's the same thing in Florida.
Wait, you have to pay for it separately? Like you can't pay at the same register?
No, I think you have to like pay for it in like the wine section.
Oh.
Or whatever it is, as opposed to like walking around with it.
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean? The store shouldn't sell Apple during my season, is what Jeff Baker is saying. Hey, I mean, that's a great point. But don't you also sell to the grocery stores too, or the co-ops? Crystal says wine is 50% of their sales. Wine gives me heartburn, Joyce says. Danielle says grocery stores won't have the variety like liquor stores.
Right. And then Jordan, who did the story yesterday, says, I like the expertise of a liquor store, but coming from Montana, it's so convenient to have it all at the store. Montana, one of those states that has it all together. I would like to think, in a perfect world, we can have both. We can go to the liquor store, you can get what you need, you can have some wine there. But, if you need something more, or if you want that expertise, or, something local maybe, go to the liquor store or straight to the consumer.
I do like going to the liquor store because, like, especially at the Wegmans one. I mean, I know it's Wegmans still, but allegedly, of course. You walk in and it's like floor to ceiling wine, and there's so much to choose from and so many different varieties, and I love that. Or going to Premier, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Peter says, I think people are going to be loyal where they get their wine. I don't know. I think if you are not necessarily like a connoisseur or a sommelier,
You can get wine at Walgreens.
yeah, who cares, right?
Get a twist off.
The one thing I do love is like when you go to these other places and you're away maybe on a trip or something, you're just like, I need some booze,
Straight to the grocery store.
literally,
No
or
problem.
to literally a CVS.
I think that's another thing. Like you have to wait for the liquor store to be open. Sometimes on Sundays that can vary, but if the grocery store is open, you can get some wine.
Oh, interesting. Aunt Sue is here. Hey, Aunt Sue, good morning. She says, not a Publix in Florida. You pay for it along with your groceries.
Nice and easy.
Okay. Tops has certain cheaper wines already, Elizabeth says. Where? Here?
I've never seen that.
No way. Because it's against the law if it's here.
Yeah.
So maybe you're blowing them in, Elizabeth. I don't drink, Cindy says.
Mark says there's so many outdated laws like this. It's nuts. Like
Yeah.
it is weird to think that we're only one of 11 states that has it like this. Like growing up, we didn't see any like alcohol in grocery stores or anything like that, or any wine. Not that I remember. So I remember going to like Ohio for the first time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they have alcohol everywhere.
Anita says, how does CVS have wine? I think it's because they sell groceries. I don't know. Like, I've definitely seen them at the
Tops
drugstore.
can't?
Not here.
Oh.
Like in other places.
I think they're like the Walgreens here. I'm pretty sure sells wine.
No.
I think so.
What Walgreens?
The one on Hurdle.
Really? No.
I'm pretty sure. I'm like 60%. I think. If I went to the grocery store all the time, it's bonkers to me that this is a conversation elsewhere.
Oh, Elizabeth says South Park Tops has something called Fun Wines. Maybe they're $7.99 or so. CVS here has wine?
That's
No
what I'm saying.
way.
The CVS, the Walgreens. So like I think the drugstores can carry them.
Wow.
Interesting.
I am stunned.
We can buy wine anywhere, including the Quick Trip on the corner. Rachel, where do you live?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, I've never heard of a Quick Trip.
Right. Okay. So Crystal says the wines in grocery stores are malt. Right. Exactly.
Oh.
So it's like buying that Fireball stuff. Remember, how there was like that controversy about buying Fireball or like what's actually being sold. I think we went through this a couple of months ago on Second Cup, actually, how like, oh, Fireball's being sold in grocery stores, but it's not really Fireball.
Oh.
It's like the malt version of whatever it is that they're selling, which allows them to sell that in grocery stores.
Interesting.
Peter says, I became a wine snob about 4 years ago. Box wine, forget it.
I could not disagree more here with Peter. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Why?
There's nothing better than a good old Franzia. A little box wine, slap the bag.
Slap the bag. You're so
Slap
dumb. That reminds me of like fraternity basement parties, right?
Oh my
Slap the bag.
gosh.
Did you ever play that?
No, I never played slap
John,
the bag.
can you
My
come back
parents
in
are in
here?
the chat. I'm not slapping the bag.
Slap the bag is what, John?
It's when you get the box wine, you have the bag, and you're drinking from the spout.
Yep.
This was obviously pre-COVID times, but you're drinking from the spout, and you're just slapping the bag the entire time, just drinking disgusting wine. But the memories behind it, that's what it's all about.
Right, exactly.
It's all about the memories of slapping the bag. I mean, it depends on where I am for the kind of wine that I'm drinking. All I care is that there are grapes involved. I'll drink it. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not really picky. I would prefer it not to be super dry.
Carlo Rossi by the gallon, yeah, with in the jug with the handle.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we used to get that in college. We used to get the Moscato, which is the
Oh,
sugar content was
woof.
probably so high. We had headaches so bad. Oh, my
God,
gosh.
Boone's Farms. No, that stuff is horrible.
That's so tough.
Or like MD, we used to call them Mad Dogs. Do you know what
Mad
did you ever-
Dogs? Long Island is here.
MD 2020. Anybody ever have that?
I've never even heard of this.
Malt duck that they
Malt
sold.
duck.
Do you know what I'm talking about, MDs, John?
Of course, I know what you're talking
Can you
about.
pull that up? I don't know what we're talking
on.
about.
Oh, they're awful.
It was
I'm an
like
innocent
Four
young
Loco
child.
before Four Loco.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like if I'm at like a meat raffle, like they're usually doing box wine there. I'm gonna drink it, of course, but like anywhere else
I'm cracking up at Sarah's comment.
or lack of memories.
Yes,
MD
exactly.
2020.
Okay, I'm
What
so
are you guys
glad.
saying? This is like a coupon code?
Oh,
Oh, that.
this was, I think, like my first drink in my dorm room.
Ugh.
And stop calling me out. I'm sorry,
Ugh.
Crystal. Boone's Farm. Oh my God, that will give you exactly what you're asking for.
Mm-mm.
Cindy, go ahead.
Have you ever had $2 Chuck?
Oh yeah, it's so good.
What
Yeah.
are you guys talking about?
$2 shot
I
cup.
was studying when you guys were doing these.
No.
Ooh, Alizé.
That comes from Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
What?
$2 chuck.
What is that?
it was like a $2 bottle of wine.
Oh.
But
It
didn't
wasn't bad.
it didn't have like the stems and everything in there.
Yeah, I mean, you get what you pay for, but
But it was
the taste
good.
was fine. Yeah, you might have to strain it before you have a glass, but it is what it is.
Oh, Hypnotic.
Hypnotic. Oh my God, I loved Hypnotic.
Yeah, we did that for
What about Goldschlager? Do you know what Goldschlager is? It was like Fireball before Fireball, but it had gold flakes in it.
Ooh, that's fancy. You know what ruined my life my freshman year of college? Svedka. I had a strawberry lemonade Svedka,
Woof.
and it was one of the worst nights of my life. And I can't even smell it to this day.
What is your dad talking about here?
I think he means like a headache.
Oh. Yes, indeed. Dad.
Elizabeth said, if you didn't write a paper severely hungover, were you even in college?
Seriously.
You're so right, girl. I mean, the number of the kinds of things I drank and oh God.
Can I tell you? What did I do a couple of? Oh, I know what I was doing. So F45 had a party a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
my
this
God.
is the Jackrabbit.
Oh my God. And it was an open bar, like I'm with all of my friends having a great time. And I definitely had no less than 2 drinks in my hands at all times. I had a 2-day hangover.
Oh, they're at 2 days now. I'm at the point where it's a whole day situation. Like it takes me a good 24 hours to recover from drinking. 2 days.
It was bad.
Oh
it
my
was
goodness.
bad. I mean, here's my thing.
The hair
I
of the dog.
am almost 40 and cannot do this like I'm 20.
It's tough out here. I'm gonna be 27 next month, and
That's when I first started here.
when you're 27,
Yeah.
my God,
I started here at Channel 7.
Right. And you're getting older.
Yeah, I know. Welcome to old age.
Oof.
Speaking of things that take some time to recover from, how about Matt Collins leaving the Bills?
Can we get a soundboard?
Womp womp what
You don't have anything sad?
That's like the
Oh. Well, whoops.
room spinning. I know.
It's
then comes
possible
3
that
days.
Ed is going to be the most affected
I don't know. Any woman
by
out there.
Matt Collins leaving.
Kelsey, I saw your comment a little while ago about Matt Collins. You want a moment of silence for him.
We're gonna miss him. He was so fun
And so handsome.
The whole free the feet situation. You never know what he was gonna wear coming down the tunnel. Danielle's upset that he's leaving. I don't know. I liked him, but I think it does. I didn't expect him to be here forever.
No, and but like one and done. I enjoyed his personality. I enjoyed his unique ability to bring people together, I think.
Yeah, he had a zest for life for sure that he brought to the team. I think he just brought an energy.
Yeah.
And whenever the other players talked about him, it was really fun.
Anita! Anita, calm down! Girl!
Anita!
Anita! If not for the eggplant, I would be like, yes.
That is so funny.
He was comic relief. Noreen says, Danielle, those abs, I know. Like, what do you think he did to get those abs? Like, I'm out here just trying to survive, and he looks like that. Like, how unfair.
He probably, like, his diet has got to just be straight up, like, protein.
You think?
Vegetables. I don't even know. But, like, although we will miss a beautiful body to look at, we still have Matt Milano, you guys. I mean, like,
Yeah, I do love Matt
he's still
Milano.
so beautiful. We
And
have a lot of eye
Dawson.
candy still left on the team.
Anita, the truth. The truth will set you free, Anita.
Sarah loves his Insta and TikTok content. I didn't
Yes,
really
I do too.
look at it a bunch, but he like really engages the audience.
He does. He does a lot of science experiments. Anita says he doesn't eat vegetables.
What does he eat?
Shonda, abs are made in the kitchen. I know, but like when your husband's Italian and you make like
Sunday sauce.
and lasagna and meatballs, I mean, you're just like, how are my abs ever going to come out?
It's the Goldschlager.
Anita says Mac needs to set it free. Now, by it, Anita, what exactly are
my
you talking
goodness.
about?
Well, set it on free. Well, he's going to New England, which I think is just a little bit of insult to injury. Not only is he leaving us, but he's going to New England. So that
Oh my god.
Anita, doubling down here.
quadrupling down even.
She going for it. Oh God.
Oh, we'll miss you, Mac. He's going to the Patriots, so we have to play him twice a year. So we will see him then.
I don't know what to do.
I'm just imagining if Katie were here. If Katie were here, she'd be dying.
Katie, okay, boys. Let's move on. Okay, boys.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, Anita.
Anita, I'm learning a lot about you this morning.
Oh
Speechless.
God, you guys are so funny today.
Crying.
But I'm living for it. Anita, you need to go to confession. Anita needs Jesus.
Oh my goodness. I'm cracking up. Mark says, hate to say it, but New England had a great free agency day. I don't know who else they got, but we'll see. We got that Josh Palmer guy now who I never heard of.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Explain for me, Ed. Oh, Jeff Baker.
Why don't you explain?
You know, apples, fruits, veggies.
Yeah.
That's everything.
It's Lent. Calm down, everyone.
You know, we're trying to get closer to God, and here we are in second cup, straying from the light.
Oh my God, this is hysterical. Katie probably turned it off. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
no doubt. So funny. Oh, you guys. Okay, well,
Oh.
God, I don't like the way this shot looks. I have such a. Okay, can I be honest with you? After my surgery, I have not been able to shake this like mess down here, and I hate it. I don't know what is going on.
You get back there. It just takes a little bit to like.
Oh my God.
You've been in the gym. You've been doing what you got to do. You got your like little protein stuff in the morning.
I'm struggling
You're
here.
getting there,
Fair enough. And the
and
gaze.
that's that.
Period. Have a great day.
Have a good Tuesday, guys. Bye.